Time now for the Market Report with Bo Kaufman of Remax Performance Realty.
Okay, here I like to look at the last month of sales activity in Winnipeg. And Winnipeg realtors are actually telling us that July this year was up 6% over July last year. And this was, in fact, the second best July ever. Now, as normal, the most active price range for residential detached homes, those are the standalone houses, not townhouses, not apartments, but the residential detached, the most active price range was $250,000 to $300,000, and nearly 1 in 4 sales are in that price range, what I call the entry-level houses. The average days on market for residential detached homes was 29 days, and the average price of a sold home in Winnipeg was $313,000. Looking at condos, they've also increased. The most active price range is between $150,000 and $200,000, kind of entry-level price range for a nice condo. More than 1 in 4 are selling in that price range, so 27% of all sales. Whereas houses was 29 days on market, condos are a little bit slower. It's 39 days. And the average price for a condo that's sold is $244,000.
Now, Bo, I noticed the banks increased mortgage rates last month. How has that impacted the market?
I think it's much ado about nothing. I looked at this for about 2 days, and that's all they talked about was, oh my God, the sky is falling, the interest rates have increased. And it was the first increase in many years. I can't remember how many years. But Ryan, you and I remember interest rates back in the 80s and 90s.
Yes.
Double-digit ones. I mean, my first house was 18% or something like that. So they've raised it this time around by 0.2%. That's 1/5 of 1%. I'm going to put that in perspective. And let's round it up to 0.25% because all my charts are in 0.25% increments. Remember I said the average house was $313,000? Well, under the old rate, let's say, again, conservative, that you're getting a mortgage at 2.75%, you would be paying $1,441 a month. Under the new rate, if it goes up 1/4, now you're paying $1,481. That's a $40 increase over a month. Now, some people are going to say, well, that's it's tough for some people if they've extended themselves. Yes, that's true. You shouldn't buy a house right at the very limit of your capabilities because interest rates, like we said, are at an all-time low right now. So they can only go up. They're not going to go down anymore. So if your 1441 is overextending yourself, then yeah, 1481 is going to be a hardship. But it is just $40 overall. In the great scheme of things, it's not the end of the world.
A couple less coffees on the way into work, right?
That's right. 2 less Starbucks or whatever. And for condos, put that in perspective, the average condo was $244,000. Under the old interest rate, that would be $1,123 a month. Under the new one, it's $1,154. So that's $31 a month difference.
Now, would you consider this a buyer's market, a seller's market, or a balanced market for both buyers and sellers?
It's all a matter of perspective. I consider this fairly balanced, but when you compare it to the spring, it's certainly more looking like a buyer's market right now. I'll give you an example. In the entry-level prices that's under $250,000, we have 452 homes available. Last month, we had 450. The month before, we had 454. It's basically the same, but a couple of months ago, we were selling 250 a month. This last month, we only sold 200. So that's a 20% decrease in buyer activity, which makes it really more a buyer's market. If you're going out looking for one of these houses, you're going to have less competition, less chance of somebody else bidding against you. So that's certainly more a buyer's market.
Real stories of buying a home with Bo Kaufman.
Well, my husband wanted something fairly modern and new, and I was willing to get more of a fixer-upper kind of a house. He would listen to our conversation that we were having between the two of us, and he just knows what to listen for and narrow down what your wants truly are.
What do you look for in a real estate agent?
He's friendly, he's knowledgeable, he knows how to get you on the same page.
Find it in Bo Kaufman.
He's who I wanted to work with.
Visit Bo at winnipeghomefinder.com.
Bo Kaufman is a proud supporter of Darcy's Animal Rescue Center. Darcy's Ark is a charity which saves nearly 1,000 cats and dogs from neglect, abuse, or homelessness in Winnipeg each year. Come visit our shelter and store at 730 Century Street. At Darcy's, we rescue for life.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Winnipeg's Real Estate Podcast. All episodes are available on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. When you're ready to buy or sell a house or a condo in Winnipeg, call Bo Kaufman of RE/MAX Performance Realty at 204-333-2202 or email boknowshomes@gmail.com. Bo knows real estate.